Focus. Focus on what you need to do. Focus on your dream, the blueprint, the imagination you had created. I remember one of the meetings, earlier meetings that we did. We were like, people were challenging us during the meeting. They were booing us out of the room. What did we do? Now, we had two choices at that time. One, we'll tuck our tail and we'll leave. If we had done that, we wouldn't have what we have here today. It's about choices. We chose to stick our ground, to stay our ground, and to fight for what we believe. Would you do that?
Yes.
Only you know. And one of the most important part of that during your successful journey, this middle phase, and that seemingly the longest phase of this journey, is that during the working process, the most important thing is to trust the process. Trusting that whatever we are going through in your part of your journey, in your business, it is part of the process. Many people say, you know what, I want to become a diamond. Show me the quickest way to become a diamond. It's not a race for success. It is a journey to success. When you want to build a building, what is the part that took the longest? The foundation. You got to be willing to dig the foundation and build the foundation. Oftentimes, people think, well, you know, to build a foundation, that means I have to find enough people to build the foundation with. Do you know what is the most important foundation of all? Is that work in progress of that inner self, us. When through all these ups and downs, these challenges, all these things, you know what is it building? It's building your character. The universe is testing how strong you want to become successful. When people didn't believe in us, when even the ones that are very near to you, the ones that you think you're doing for, they didn't see what you saw, what would you do? Would you stick your ground? Or would you succumb to mediocrity? What would you do? If you believe so much, and if you knew, let me ask this question. If you knew that you couldn't fail, if you knew that 2 or 3 years, maybe 5 or 6 years, you're going to achieve your dreams, what would you do? Would you give it your all?
Yes.
Would you give it your all?
Yes.
For what? For your dream. But in order for you to have that commitment, there's some of the voices that are so loud and say yes, because you know what you're fighting for. You know what you want to accomplish. You have that determination that says yes. Now, if you have a family that you want to support, if you want to live life, you have this imagination, if you could live your life right now from this point on, how would you imagine to live your life? Only you know. Only you know what kind of lifestyle you want to provide for your family. Only you know what's in you. Only you know, and only you can tap into that potential. When we were going through building this business, country after country, some good, some a little challenging, what did we do? It is part of the process. Whatever stage you are in your business, you've got to trust the process. How many of you want to become a diamond? Show of hands. How many want to become a real diamond? Show of hands. Do you know what a real diamond is? A real diamond is someone that walks the talk and they're doing the work. A real diamond is above and beyond its rank. A real diamond is something, do you know why some of the diamonds become so emotional? When they walk across the stage, they become so emotional. Do you know why? Because they have lived through the experiences. They have lived through it, and they were able to stand on the ground and stand on stage to share with you their story. When you have gone through the challenges, when you have gone through different life lessons, some you signed up for, some you didn't sign up for. Only those have walked the path, then realized the true meaning of becoming a diamond. It's interesting in our business. There are diamonds. As you go out and build your business, you're looking for diamonds. And there are times you see something glittering out in the field. And you go, wow, that is my diamond. Little did we know that it's only a cubic zirconia. What would you want to be? Do you want to be a real diamond or a cubic zirconia? Because a real diamond is above and beyond money. Real diamond comes from here, not just here. That's the platform we have here in Jeunesse. Trusting the process. It is part of the process. I know there are times it seems tough. That so-called tough, that is just only a projection of the feeling that we thought we had. It's just, sometimes that feeling is a distortion. It's a projection of whatever it is. But understand something. It is part of the process. I remember in the earlier days when I went to Hong Kong for Harris' team. Harris promised a lot of people to show up, but there wasn't a lot of people that showed up. And Harris was really disappointed. He says, Kim, I'm so sorry. You flew all this way, but not too many people came. I said, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I said, move on. He says, you're not upset? I said, why should I? He said, you flew all this way, and I promised you a lot of people. And I said, Harris, it's part of the process. Because when you walk through that path, you understand how it feels. Some of you perhaps right now is in the valleys of your business. You know, this is peaks and valleys in business and in life. You might be in the valleys. It's okay. We all been through it. Maybe perhaps that's a lesson that was given to us. If I haven't gone through those valleys of life, I wouldn't have the compassion to be on stage, to share that with you. It is all part of the process. We want to become successful. We want it now. We want it today. That immediate gratification. You know what? It takes a lot of heat. It takes a lot of heat to build a diamond. Do you have what it takes to withstand the heat? Do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes to fight for your dream? Do you?
Yes. Yes.
It is very interesting. Only you know. The response is different. That's why in this platform, there are people that make a lot of money, and there are people that don't make much money, or don't make any money at all. Life, at least in Jeunesse Global, it's a level playing field. I don't care what background you came from. I don't care if you're Datut or whatever. We all started as an independent distributor. You want to rise your way to the top? Work it. You want to have respect? Earn it. You want people to respect you? Earn it. You don't become a real diamond? Work it. That's what we all did. When I started Jeunesse, there was no jade, no pearl, no sapphire, no ruby, none of that stuff. As a matter of fact, from day one, left side 0, right side 0. From day one, nobody made a dime yet. We got the bottle, we made it, we placed our order, got our first product that came. We got this thing and we can't even pronounce
resveratrol or stem cell technology. We were hoping and praying that that thing worked. But look at how far we've gone. Everything that went on the last few years, it was part of the process. And you gotta trust it. When you have the inner sense of knowing, the inner knowing that this is part of the deal, that whatever you have imagined, that it is come true and it will come true. Yes. Would you give it your all? Yes. Would you? Look at all these diamonds. Look at Kina, what she said. Look at all these incredible people. Look at their hearts. I tell you, we've got incredible people in this room. I want to share this story with you. A few years ago, when this person came to me, and she hugged me. She said, "Kim, you mark my word. I'm going to be a diamond, and I'm going to be a diamond." And I didn't know how she was going to do it. She goes, "Kim, I want it so bad. I can taste it. I'm going to become a diamond." With that conviction, I told myself, if she was willing to walk her path, she was willing and trust the process, she shall be a diamond. She will be a diamond. And you know who that person was? That was Kina. She told me a few years ago. Sometimes, see, when you set your words up, her imagination, what she want to accomplish, and her conviction, and her intentions. Was it tough during the course? Absolutely. But she stuck her course.